Pupco Studios at Britton and Broadway, this is Varsity Metro Edition with Ryan Aber. I'm Jenni Carlson. Ryan, a big game this week in the Oklahoma City schools on Saturday, the Soul Bowl. What are you looking forward to in this game?
Well, there's a lot I'm looking forward to. You look at Millwood with all their great weapons. They've got Emilio Gatewood at running back, who had a great game last week. Cavante Richardson, their great quarterback, junior, really coming into his own. Josh Turner, great wide receiver. So you look at everything they've got on offense, and then you look at Douglas's defense with all those great linebackers that should be coming back after sitting out last week a little bit banged up. But really looking forward to how they match up.
Now, I know we've only had 1 week worth of games, so this may be a little early to talk about this, but both of these teams look so great in week one. Are we now looking at two teams that could be state championship contenders?
Well, I think there's a good chance. I think Millwood right now, especially with Heritage Hall losing last week, you've got to think that it's going to come down to Millwood and Lincoln Christian, just two dominant teams in 2A compared to the rest of the field. Now, Douglas has a little bit more to contend with. Glenpool, I think Star Spencer still has a chance. They've got to get some things figured out after what happened last week against Millwood. And certainly McGinnis proved that they're not a team that's just going to fade away.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Star, a team that lost 40-6. That they lost maybe wasn't a big surprise, but to lose by that margin, what about Star?
Well, I think Star is going to be all right. They lost. They had 4 starters on the defensive side of the ball who had to sit out after an altercation at the end of a scrimmage a couple weeks ago against El Reno. One of those guys was Terrence Olds, who's a big part of both sides of the ball, but really a big part of their run-stopping game, which obviously is a big deal against a team like Millwood and is going to be a big deal throughout the season. Darren Rideau still had a really good game, but they've also got to find a passing game. They've got a pretty good passing game coordinator there in Rashawn Woods. I'm sure he's going to figure it out, but they've got a young quarterback, and they're gonna work in Darren Rideau in that situation too. But losing Jeremy Harris from last year has proven to be a big hole.
All right, interesting stuff. Thanks, Ryan. Stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com/varsity and every day in the Oklahoma.